We begin with those new details just in tonight about threats from President Trump to use the National Guard to fight crime in Chicago. The Washington Post reporting tonight that the Pentagon has been planning deployments for weeks, including mobilizing at least a few thousand National Guard troops as early as September. Governor Pritzker, who has authority over the Illinois National Guard, saying tonight the state of Illinois at this time has received no requests or outreach from the federal government asking if we need assistance, and we have made no requests for federal intervention. Adding Donald Trump is attempting to manufacture a crisis, politicize Americans who serve in uniform, and continue abusing his power to distract from the pain he's causing working families. Mayor Brandon Johnson, meantime, called proposed deployment plans unlawful. Our Noel Brennan tracked down the mayor and spoke to a group that is welcoming of this crackdown.
Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent. And we'll straighten that one out probably next. That'll be our next one after this. And it won't even be tough.
A day after President Trump threatens to make Chicago the next stop for the National Guard, Mayor Brandon Johnson, at a block party on the South Side, offers an optimistic portrait of the city.
This is who Chicago really is. What's being painted by the federal government is false. We love one another. We support one another. We put our arms around one another.
In a statement on Friday, the mayor pointed to progress, a reduction in homicides by 30%, robberies by 35%, and shootings by almost 40%.
The people in Chicago, Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one, but they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago.
Of course, you know who he was referring to. Chicago Flips Red.
Leaders of the conservative group Chicago Flips Red say they have 8 core members, but nationwide support. They welcome the National Guard on Chicago streets.
It needs to happen. It's no law and order.
I mean, if you got the National Guard right there, are you going to rob somebody right there in front of the National Guards? No, you're not.
The president doesn't have authority to send the National Guard to Illinois. That's up to the governor. The ACLU of Illinois argues public safety involves more than just policing, and the National Guard is not the answer.
National Guard are not trained in order to be police officers, in order to collaborate and cooperate with communities. They're trained to do militaristic operations. And so the idea that that's the substitute is really a poor one.
Noel Brennan, CBS News, Chicago.
So how would this roll out exactly? The Washington Post reporting that the so-called Chicago mission would be similar to what we saw out in L.A. back in June when the administration deployed about 4,000 members of the California National Guard and 700 active duty Marines. Mayor Johnson is not the only one worried that the potential use of the National Guard might throw a wrench into Chicago's rapidly falling crime numbers. Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul telling me tonight this possible move by the White House could disrupt the relationship local authorities have with federal agencies already, from the ATF to the FBI, which is helping keep crime down around here.
The military being turned against American citizens on American soil is really, with no exaggeration, a sign of authoritarianism. It's just unheard of with regards to the laws of our country and the spirit of what makes our country a great